Well, thank you. My name is Alisa Gravitz, and I'm with Green America. And I just thanked Erica for the perfect setup for my talk, so thank you. And I want to thank all of you. Woody's been talking about being inspired by slow money, and I've really been inspired by you. One of my passions is connecting people and markets and investors, and over the last day and a half I've heard of so many great projects, and so I just thank you so much. And I'm also here because I've been working with Woody and really support what slow money is doing. At Green America, we look at bringing together green living, green purchasing, and green investing. And we've been involved in the socially responsible investment movement for the last 30 years. And slow money is the next most important evolution of that movement. Every day I get calls with, I want to invest in real green businesses. I want to invest in real companies that are making the sustainable agriculture movement happen. And slow money is going to make that possible. I also really want to give you encouragement about your 1%. We have a 1% in community investing campaign with our partners at Social Investment Forum. And in the last 5 years, we've been able to raise $2 billion. If everyone in this room gets together and makes the intent of putting 1% of their investing into local food, we can absolutely do it. So first I'm going to give you just a little snapshot of Green America, because I would like to welcome everyone to collaborate with us. And then the title of this panel is Mobilizing and Organizing. So I wanted to give a couple of the principles that we use, and perhaps that will be helpful for this afternoon. So for those of us who don't for those of you who don't know us, Green America, formerly Co-op America, we're going on to almost 30 years of service to people on the planet. We define green as the deep, holistic aspect of green. That's people and the planet, social and economic justice, along with community environmental health. And it all needs to start where the people in this room start with, which is the food and what you eat, and how you keep that close to home. And then it needs to go to around the whole world, because, as Erica said, everyone needs to live in a healthy community, whether it's whether you're in Chicago or whether you're in Zimbabwe, it has to be a healthy community. So we stand for, our work is to provide a national platform to strengthen local businesses and communities everywhere. We work with green families on how they can green their living, purchasing, and investing. We have over 140,000 Green Family Network. Our online community reaches about 2 million folks, and our business network, our Green Business Network, we work with about 5,000 businesses. We have a Green Business Certification Program with over 275 criteria for social and environmental responsibility, so our business members wear their certification with pride. So I want to just talk briefly about how we think about organizing, because you're going into the organizing section of this meeting. And there are many different kinds of communities. There's communities of interest and communities of industry. The kind of work that the slow money and the slow food movement are doing is the hardest kind of organizing of all, which is communities of place. And so we really recommend that to really be intentional. I know you all are, but to really think about doing what you love and following your passion, because it's going to be hard work, and if you don't love it, it's going to be hard to do. I know that's obvious, but it's really important for it to come from your heart. We also recommend that everyone respected biodiversity of strategies. I'm always so sad when I see people in our movement arguing about which strategy is best, because the truth is we need them all. And where you're most passionate, and where your gifts are, that's where you can serve, because we're all moving towards the same place, and it's going to take many pathways. I know that I'm certainly not smart enough to know which one strategy. There's no such thing as one strategy. Tina, there is no alternative. I organize with Tama. There are many alternatives. So we also really encourage folks to really develop their local, regional, national, and international allies, because we need those thriving communities everywhere. And our favorite mantra is collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. We're trying to change a whole system. And in the system piece, I wanted to just quickly show what we think about in terms of transformative strategies, so it can help map what you're serving and how to make more collaboration and allies who are serving different strategies, so you can see them not as either or, but how we work together. So the first of the strategies that are necessary for the shift we want to see is what we call hospicing the old destructive system. You know, laying it down, getting rid of it. I'm sure you can all think of stronger words, but it's a destructive system and it needs to go. We need to stop the suffering. And reform falls into here. You know, the more reform we can do to make the system less destructive while we're laying it down, then fewer people and less of our environment will be hurt. So for those of you who have the passion to be out there protesting and getting large corporations to stop what they're doing, we need to hospice that old system. The second one, which most of us in this room are involved in, is enormously important, which is to create and scale the new living systems. And this is just absolutely essential. We have to make this happen. And it is possible. You know, if you get in that argument of, no, you have to stop the damage, no, you got to create the new, we've got to do both. And it is possible for many systems to start aside. It's like ecosystems. You know, what's often growing on the forest floor is not what's on the canopy. So we're growing that new species of business and economies.